Puff Diddy is free. He's not really free like that because he's being convicted of two charges. I think he had like six charges against him or more, six or more charges. Four, four of them have been he had found not guilty, and guilty in two. And the two that he was found guilty in is are the lesser charges among all the charges. Those are the lesser charges. I think the first one was racketeering, RICO charges. He was found not guilty, and then sex trafficking. He was found not guilty, but they found him guilty of sex transportation for prostitution, which under normal circumstance shouldn't be a crime. But let's look at this. Last year, after this guy, after Kate Williams' video went viral with Simon Saps, who later on has his own difficulties and things, this federal government had their eyes on Puffy. They were tracking him here and there, and then one day, boom, like that. They went to his house, they raided his house, his children were there, they maltreated them, carried so many things. They said it was baby oil. They used like around that time. It was around this time of the year, last year. It was around this time of the year. Everywhere baby oil. He has 500,000 baby oil. He has that and that baby oil. He has that and that baby oil. They found gowns. They found the drugs. They found that they have tips. They have so many things from his house, and they took all those things away. Then they will update us. They will be there. Then they updated certain things, and then Tom they release a video of him beating Cassie in the hotel at Manhattan. Yeah, okay. Then later part of the year, like November, they arrested the guy, take him to jail. He applied for bonds, like he applied to have a bond so that he can go home, and then they denied. He applied like three or more, and they denied all. Then the prosecution started last 2 months, 8 weeks ago. And then they call witness after witness, witness after witness. And anytime I listen to the report from Law and Crime sidebar, nothing shows that Puffy have committed a crime. With all the testimonies, from Cassie to the Panisa, all the way to Kid Cudi and then Jin. And then that of the former staff, two of their staff and Jin, what call it? Nothing shows that Puffy was committing crimes. Maybe Kid Cudi owned, but that one there are no evidence to back it up. They were just claims. But let's take this one by one. Cassie claimed Puffy maltreated her, then he like the sex trafficking basically was based on what she does with Puffy. But what she does with Puffy was her own idea. She was the one in contact with sex workers. She was the one talking with in constant talks with that what was the name the Panisa. She was in a relationship with P Diddy when she was fucking Kid Cudi. She was in a relationship with P Diddy. Even she was attending Frecos. Whilst she was still with her current man that she's pregnant with. She was trying to use her pregnancy to emotionally persuade the jury to rule in her favor. I don't understand. To rule in your favor by punishing an innocent man? Fuck that lady. That the people were saying they don't believe her when she made a claim. Nobody believe what? Believe what? All this nonsense. She was basically with Diddy because of his money, power, and influence. And you knew who he was. and you went to him. People talk like Cassie was just a poor kid from the street that he went to. Cassie was a model. She was modeling for a clothing line before venturing into music and before meeting Diddy. Stop to do all this emotional blackmailing thing for people to think like, which kind of nonsense call is this? Let's handle that side. Then about Kid to confess. Then Kid narrate what happens then. I think those things are genuine because no man will be with his lady, likes the lady well, and then sees another man sleeping with her and feel okay. You can say the contact the sometimes they contact sex workers like the Pamisa to come and have sex with Cassie once Diddy sit down and watch. So if Diddy is having sex with what do you call it? Cassie is having sex with Kid Cudi, then what's Diddy's problem? No, that's not the thing. Me willingly allowing somebody to do something that I don't condone that. I think that is bad. But Diddy willingly allowing the Paniser to have sex with the girlfriend whilst he was there is different from you just going to have sex with somebody without his knowledge. Having a relationship with a person. These are two different things. Then at the end of Kikadi's testimony, he said Cassie played him and Diddy. Yes. So who is the real criminal here? You are prosecuting somebody and you call a criminal to come and testify? Cassie is the criminal here. Because she defrauded Diddy with his money and power. Then I have other people that came to testify. Then today, the big news is that Diddy has been found guilty of 2 counts out of the many, only 2. And the 2 counts are the lesser counts among all. You see, the downfall of Diddy made some people feel like they have achieved it in life. The fact that Diddy was arrested, put in jail for this 7 months, doesn't make you get anything. So don't feel like you have achieved something. When he was in jail, you felt like you achieved nothing. If you had $1 in your pocket before he went to jail, you still have $1. There's no way you will get more than that. So please, those people that were happy then, the man is totally free. See, the charges that he found guilty, the minimum jail term for those charges is 1 year, and he found guilty of 2 of that. So that's basically 2 years. He has served 7 months already. Don't forget. The maximum is the problem. That is 10 years. And I'm not sure they'll even give him the maximum because he don't have prior criminal charge, a criminal, what I call it? He's not a felon. Yeah. He don't have criminal record. So he's likely to go for the minimum or a little bit above the minimum, not up to 5 years each. So let's say worst case scenario, he will go for at least 4 years or 6. If it's 3, 6, 2, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2 years, he's back home. And when they even jail Donald Trump can pardon him. So those people who were thinking that they have won something, they have achieved something, they have become successful by the mere news that Diddy is gone to jail, you will see what you will do. You see? Oh, oh God, that's good news. Diddy is free. This is a